Go to stores and get things because you want them, then use my Horton card. It's reliable, it's no fuss, it's a fancy plastic IOU card that will have you swimming in debt for the rest of your and your offspring's life. And to make sure you feel comfortable with spending money you don't have, we'll use this comedian to make you feel like it's no big thing.
I'm from that TV show that's doing...
Kalalalia Bashim Shai Bashim Rakakodash. Bonus the apostles of James Stone. This is a shot from James Vigilant, and I just want to bring out some scripture on this. Why credit card are scams video. Right, so let's just start with a precept, and we'll go through the video, pause it and bring out scriptures. This one goes for the government. This is our government, yo. Jeremiah 5:27. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snare. They set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxen rich. Yes, so this credit card is just one of the ways to keep us in debt, right? To capture us in continual debt and sorrow. Right? It might seem good now because you can pay, but as the scripture bring out earlier in our next breakdown, say a borrower as a servant to the lender. Right? So let's continue this video.
Reasonably well. So I've got a sense of humor about spending money on stuff I don't need. Just charge my card, buddy. Whatever. Doesn't really matter to me because I'm mostly excited to get cash back.
Relatable.
I know.
Why use gross paper covered with pictures of dead guys when you can use my square piece of dinosaur carcass with numbers on it? In fact, nowadays, you have to have a square of recycled soda bottle, because how else would you even be able to purchase your online subscription to watching what used to be free?
Right, and we're gonna go a little step deeper. Now the cashless society is coming in play, where there's no need for the pictures, the paper with dead guys on it, as him say, right? Because everything is going digital. Send your money via phone or a swipe card. Those are the ways of transaction right now, right?
Or paying for an expensive education that won't lead to a job. Really, any financial milestone. That's right. To get a roof over your head, you need to earn credit, which is really just showing you own a little square that you have to pay off continually. Somehow that's what makes you trustworthy and shows you're good with money. We've made it impossible to live without our plastic numbers swiper. We're putting chips in some of them now. Look at that. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
Right. Putting chips in them, no. Right, so it is you have to do transaction, radio frequency or radio frequency identification chip, right? So you can wave it over a sensor, you can swipe it, anything, You goodly can have it in your pocket and walk through the sensor and it deduct off a credit card.
Also a pain in the ass? You can't even use these everywhere. You can use it in some places that pay me to accept your card. Otherwise, you can just use money, which is what people who are taking your money would prefer. I'm an expensive middleman who's charging everyone extra for using my plastic cutout. Also, you'll probably need a different swipey swiper when my card doesn't work at one place where another one does work. Is it harder to keep track of how much you're spending when you don't physically see the...
Right, so all this is going to be easier. Not saying it is the better way, but it's going to get easier. You're now going to have basically a one place you store your digital money, right? So everywhere is going to accept it that way, right? No more NCB, no more Scotia. Just just your transaction to the person transaction via blockchain, right? That's basically a web and connection of links of people that verify the transaction, right? You can look up blockchain and you understand what's coming.
presidentially decorated paper strips leaving your hands? We're counting on it, especially when we encourage you to go paperless. We'll say it's for the environment, but it's really because we know if we send you emails of the charges you made, you'll only skim the email, if you're reading them at all. Here's where it gets fun for me and exclusively no one else. We made it so the longer it takes for you to be able to pay us back on time, the more money you'll rack up in interest, and the harder it'll be to pay off. And doesn't that sound like it should be illegal? It's not, it's interest. Interest is a random percentage we charge you because you make...
Scripture. And this precept is just to show that these nations are not for the help of us, yo. Deuteronomy 23 verse 19. Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother, user of money, user of victual, user of anything that is lent upon usury. Right, so yeah, you're not supposed to lend brother money upon usury. So these nations are not or not for us, so right? And that's why the precepts say you're of your father's devil, because you have people of our nation lending their brother money unusual. So This is Habakkuk 2 verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto himself all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. America, right? Shall not these take up a parable against him, and taunt proverbs against him, and say, woe to him that increase that which is not his? How long, how long, and to him that laudeth himself with the clay. Right? So America um is in debt, continual debt. And these credit card is just more debt to the people. Yep, because to live the American dream is to live with a credit card, but constantly keep you in debt, right?
Charges. This is going to get pretty technical and pretty crimey, so let's look at a graph. If you're the average American credit card holder, then you owe more than $10,000 in debt. Let's say your interest rate is 24.99%, and you're paying off just the minimum because times are tough, or, because times are normal. That means that in 10 years, you'll have paid more than $26,000 and still owe over $11,000 more, and that's just 10 years. After 50 years, you'll have paid $165,729 and still owe more than $17,000. So you will always owe me money. But the more you use our card, the more worthless things will be.
Mexico.
You have 10,000 men under your command, for the purpose of maintaining public order. Informant, cabinet enterprise, garrison patrolling the roads and searching every town. It's only a matter of time. The resistance have never posed any real threat.
Appreciate what I was looking for, but let's continue the video.
Give you. All right. Yes, let's hear it for stuff, or even better than stuff, cash back, which is just a tiny portion of money that you use to pay off the debt. But of course, you'll never see actual money. The more you charge, the more cash back we give you. It's like you're digging a hole, and we throw in a handful of dirt to help you get out of the hole, but only after you dig 5 feet deeper. If you're worried you might not be able to pay off this credit card, we'll encourage you to get another card to pay off that one, and then another to pay off that one. The more credit cards, the more you have to pay, and the more you owe us. It's literally the same apparatus as a Ponzi scheme, but we tell you about it with a 300-page tiny printed booklet that you won't read. So, get yourself a Horton Card credit card. Go ahead and swipe it through machines till you owe us billions. Oh, was that too harsh? Oh, here. Hey, Laugh Machine, make the people feel better with your jokey words.
Hey, so you guys ever notice how Katie...
Right, so that's what they do. Them hide it. Them hide the truth over social media and all these things, yo. Right. Oh yeah. Appreciate.
lot been trying to do it for years. I'd love to hear you say that. I've waited a long time to see a man pull this sword. Nothing less than that. Wait a sec. Perfect. Rubio. He's back, lad. Better be, eh? One of the aristocratic family of cave dwellers. Meet Blue.
So this is Job 18 and 10. He said, "A snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way." Right, so yes, that's the credit card, yo. A trap. And
If I may, allow me to run you through the procedures and I will not follow. We'll start by telling us you're intending to galvanize England's country against the current king. There has to be a realistic sense. Strategy requires leadership. And we'll stand on for a while about how clever and educated they are. In the art of war. So, how only qualified I am.
this is Psalms 69 verse 2, and this is what we're going to end it with. Verse 21. They gave me also gall for my meat, and in my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink. Let their terror become a snare before them, that they should have been for their welfare. Let it become a trap. Let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their lines continue to shake. Pour out the indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them. Let their inhabitation be desolate, and let none dwell in their tents, for they persecute him whom thou hast smitten, and they talk to the grief of those whom thou hast wounded. Yes, America is going to face this, yo. The banking elite is going to face this. Right? Them plan of the RFID chip is going to be so smooth and nice, but the Heavenly Father is going to put a monkey wrench in it, yo. Yahweh Shemeshah is going to put a monkey wrench in it. Right? As the scripture says in Job, let me get it in Job, and then close it off.
My sincere apologies, Your Majesty. It's so large that we've sunk and it's blocked the river. Well, come on, more ideas. Think you up to supply of slaves? Excellent. How are we going to do that? You know there's compensation.
Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right, so with that, I hope your brothers will edify. All praises to Abba Shem and Shine, the Bernards, the apostles of James, great millstone. Shalom to you, brothers out there, pushing this earth in sincerity. This is the year of Karagma, and this is the year of the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast being pushed more harder. So push this out, and don't listen to those mediocre Israelites that say the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast. Shalom.